Little guitars. We used to have a ghetto blaster. In the early 80s, we walked everywhere. Miles and miles and miles. The harmonic convergence happened in 1987, so they say, right? They planned that. This guy's the real deal. Wonderful man. Grew up dirt poor. His siblings were. He had a story of them drinking milk. Oh, it was so cute. They never had milk until he was a little like 5 years old, and they all took so long to drink it. They were so appreciative. But a beautiful man, beautiful man. But this. They talked about, real quickly, the harmonic convergence in 87. There's so much that could be looked up yourself. But remember the harmonic convergence, how they're constantly trying to have these things that have 10-point agendas about the environment and about how they're going to run your life. They never, ever, ever stop. So I hope that somebody does have some fake messiahs lined up. I might agree to that, because if that's what it's going to take. Because when Jesus comes, he's coming to roll this thing over. So I mean, if we want to stay alive, we might as well have some ascended masters. All right. But the harmonic convergence. Let me just say, there's no such thing as a harmonic convergence. Note, when they converge, they cancel each other out, just like color cancels other colors out when they are opposite, like purple and yellow, red and green, blue and orange. They cancel each other out into mud. You're either complementary or opposite, all those kinds of things. I mean, do these people ever read a book? Or do they have, remember when they brought in the 90s, the biggest interior designing trend was to have fake books? They would literally chop off the binding of a book and just paste it together, and you'd tape that into your shelves to look like you had books. Meanwhile, all the old books were destroyed. That had to be a plan. Thinking about it, this is embarrassing. If I was the devil, I'd be so embarrassed. I don't even like trying to get inside their heads. But they're dissonant, just like that girl who had this YouTube about beauty in neuroscience. Take a look at what she means by dissonant and how Adele's music is very dissonant. And so the Apologetica, you're waiting for a good note, and finally when the good note comes, you've got a dopamine rush, like an addiction, like you got to hit a heroin, because it's so torturous to listen to. It's torture and addiction. The new music is all about addictive hormones in your body because you're being tortured to listen to it. And it's in all the commercials too. That's why I'm not shy to be a little bit torturous too.